The Art of Friendship Bracelets, my second book, is available for pre-order now. It's full of my favourite bracelet tutorials, and it dives a lot deeper into some of the core topics of bracelet making as well. I'm so excited for you guys to see it that I'm giving away 5 of the bracelets that I made for the book. Send confirmation of your pre-order at rockynook.com/friendship for a chance to win one of these bracelets, plus some extra goodies. Hello, my name is Masha, and today I'm going to teach you how to add shells to your friendship bracelets.
So I'm using cowrie shells for these bracelets, and it's important to get the kind that is cut off on the other side. That way you can actually loop your strings around it and not have to poke them through. Cowrie shells with little holes on either side also exist. I just find them a little bit more tedious to use. They're better used to poke one of the strings through and have the shell kind of dangling off the bracelet as a little charm, but that's not what I'm showing you today. So these are a pack of 20 to 23mm cowrie shells with the backs cut off of them. And I'm going to be using 1 per bracelet. They also make a nice sound. To make these bracelets, you need to cut your strings twice because you're going to be attaching them on either end of the shell. Cut your strings about 1 meter in length, that way when you fold them, they are roughly half a meter. It is easiest to make bracelets with shells with patterns that use an even number of strings per color. It is also easier to use patterns in which the strings are arranged symmetrically, but neither of those things are required. If your pattern has an even number of strings per color, but doesn't arrange them symmetrically, you can simply arrange your strings however you need them. Say all of my green strings for this pattern are going to be on the left, and all of the pink strings are going to be on the right. I can just separate them like that and begin my design. Or say this pattern used only 1 pink string of the dark pink. Well, first of all, you can simply cut it off, and that really wouldn't be an issue. Or you can set it aside, start making your bracelet like you normally would, and then weave the string in. Bring it back from where it was, and say you needed to make a forward knot with a pink string here onto the dark pink. Make it onto 2 of the strings at the same time. That way you weave that string into the bracelet and then cut it off from there. Once it's weaved in, you put it aside again, you make more of the bracelet and you cut it off when it's further into the bracelet. There's less chance of it messing anything up for you that way. If you need more of a visual, I just posted a tutorial on how to make bookmarks for alphas. It's a completely different tutorial, but I demonstrate this specific technique in it several times, and it is timestamped, so you can just skip to that if you want to. You also don't have to make any kind of start. I made this bracelet previously. I just attached my strings and started making a chevron. There is no triangle end or any kind of special start here. I just started making the bracelet. I think this works very well, but only really for patterns which don't use much string. This bracelet isn't very wide. For something like this, for example, I have quite a lot of string, all sorts of different colors. I want to start with a triangle end first. So let's have a look at how I would do that. To loop your strings through the shell, you need to fold them in half and probably use a safety pin, unless you can somehow get it in without that. You need to get your loop of strings through the hole in the shell. I find that a safety pin helps me. I insert the safety pin into the hole, grab onto the strings, and then annoyingly maneuver for quite a while to get them in. That was actually quite quick. You don't need to pull all of your strings through, just pull a little bit of them, remove the safety pin, and then make a lark's head knot, which looks like this. Put your fingers through the loop, fold it over, grab the ends of your strings and pull them through that loop that you created. And then you just tighten it. The way that I just demonstrated leaves the fold of the strings on the side of the shell, whereas on the other side, the strings just kind of come out. If you want the fold on the other side, you need to flip the shell and insert your strings this way. Neither option is right or wrong, they just create a different aesthetic. I'm also going to use a safety pin here. I find it very tricky otherwise. There we go. And again, you want a little bit of strings sticking out, you don't want all of them. You put your fingers through the loop you created, grab the tails of the strings on the other side, pull them through, and tighten the knot. And now the fold is on the other side, which is how I'm going to keep it. If you want to tighten this knot a little bit, which I want to do in my case just to make it a little bit neater, you can pull on each string individually and tighten it like that. Then attach the strings on the other side in the same way, and you're good to start your bracelet. your bracelet is ready to be started. I attach my bracelet to my workspace as normal. I separate my strings according to how I will need them based on the pattern, and I make my triangle end from here. I have a full detailed tutorial on triangle ends, which I will leave linked in the card and in the description if you want to see how this applies to all sorts of patterns. But essentially, I'm bringing out all of the strings that I need in the order that I will need them on the left side by making forward knots, and on the right side by making backward knots. And that's it. The triangle end has widened the bracelet enough for me to start the design. I can now make my pattern, except we're only really going to be making half of the pattern because the bracelet is split in half. If I want my bracelet to be about 16 centimeters, which is what I typically go for, I'm going to make sure that from the middle of the shell to the bottom of the bracelet is about 8 centimeters. After that, I'll finish with another triangle end, and I'll swap to the other side, where I'll make the bracelet again.
There are so many different designs that I think shells work with. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments. As always, I'll try to reply to as many as I can. And I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. My second book, The Art of Friendship Bracelets, is available for pre-order now. You can get it anywhere you typically buy books. And if you do pre-order it, make sure to enter the giveaway for a chance to win one of 5 bracelets that I made for the book itself. There is a link in the description to both order and enter the giveaway if you want to do that. Before I go, I want to give a special shout out to my channel members as well. It is with their support that I'm able to continue creating videos on this channel, and I truly appreciate that. If you want to become a member, support the work that I do on this channel, and also get access to exclusive content, click the join button. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!